Welcome everyone to another Saturday on live with
Evelyn Frick.
it's mirroring
I know. I hate it.
with Evelyn Frick, and I'm your host Marina Franklin of the Friends Like Us podcast. We always we start before 3 just to make sure there's no problems.
Yeah.
And I was just saying I love the fact that Evelyn, thank you for always wearing the shirt.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do you know
It's a
what
nice little
happened?
Saturday thing. Oh, yeah, tell me.
Saturday last night an audience member was wearing the t-shirt.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, he was sitting in the front row and I was like,
That's
"Oh
really
my
nice.
god." Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, that is just so sweet that
Yeah.
someone would do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So Evelyn and I do this every Saturday. So far it's worked out this time.
Yeah.
Next week is going to be we're going to go off next weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to go to Chicago.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be out of town. So we'll pick up the following week.
Cool.
And I want to ask you, Evelyn, how is your new job going? Is it? I mean, what you can tell.
Yeah, it's been going really, really well. I love all the people that I work with. This first week has just been like a lot of um, Zoom trainings. As an editorial assistant, a lot of my job is onloading like articles for these publications onto the WordPress. Also, just kind of like pitching headlines. Stuff like that. So it's been great to get to know everyone, and hopefully the team that I work with is pretty small and we're all vaccinated. So we're hoping that we can meet up at some point soon because the weather is getting nice. But yeah, no, it's been really great. Definitely a fraught time to start working at a Jewish media company. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. So it's definitely yeah. So it's definitely been a very busy first week.
Yeah.
But I have been like I've been glad to work at a company that like isn't just ignoring what's going on in Israel and Palestine, that is actually like responding to it, and giving people the information that they need to
It's very
kind of like
sad.
form, yeah, and like
I don't.
form opinions on it. So
It's so
um,
hard to like. I don't comment on stuff I don't know, so I don't really. I sort of understand, but I don't. So I just see sadness and death, and it just makes me sad.
yeah. I mean, that's like overall, I think, like I think everyone is just like so much death and sadness that, um, hopefully there can be some sort of resolution too. But I think like the best way to go about that is like making sure everyone has all the information that they need to, assess like with their own like personal beliefs what's happening.
Yeah.
Um, so
Have
yeah,
you been there?
no, I haven't. Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting. Like growing up Jewish in like it's called um, like in Judaism, there are different like movements, which are
Mhm.
kind of like the difference between like Methodist and not Protestant, like Methodist, evangelical, Catholic, whatever. So growing up in like the
Go.
Reform movement.
The
Oh,
Sorry.
Pacers on the run again, and this
Oh,
time KCP
of
steals
course
it.
she's. I'm sorry. Let
Back
me.
come the
no,
Lakers
it's
the other
fine.
way. Taylor
Oh,
Horton Tucker with it.
I thought she would
THT
be.
dribbling left. Get the ball to Anthony Davis.
I don't know how to mute
Davis
her.
top of the
I'm so
key.
sorry. Wait.
Davis.
Let me hide her until she comes back. Go ahead. I'm sorry,
Hmm.
Evelyn.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, you're just given a lot of information about and taught a lot of things about Israel, and then growing up, I was like, oh, there's more than just like I don't know the religious aspects of Israel. So a lot of self learning about the history of um, you know the Middle East. So yeah, like it's been I don't know, it's been a very difficult week for sure, but I've been happy. I think it's been interesting to see, like, since June of last year with the murder of George Floyd, we've seen social media change a lot. And so I've been happy to see that there is like activism going on, like put on by social media, so that people are having more of a response to it. Because, being Americans, even though we're really far away, like American tax dollars do go to supporting Israel. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. And kind of need to realize more about how, that's where our tax dollars are going. So you need
where's your money going?
Yeah, to realize that you are, more involved than you might think.
Yes. And Evelyn, thank you for sharing that, because it is a tense week. And I, like I said, I don't know, so I don't talk about this, but I can feel your passion about it. So
Yeah.
I'm like happy that you have the job where you can like, be more engaged with it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I wouldn't have known how to do that on Friends Like Us. I mean, I would have tried. I would have had
Yeah.
some friends on, but welcome. We should acknowledge that our friend Pat Brown has arrived. I don't think she can hear us. Can you hear us, Pat? I don't think she could see us. Watch. Watch. I could tell she can't see us. Look, she's having one of those technical things that happens every now and then with this. What's up, Tina? How are you? We can hear you, Pat.
It's like when John Laster was on the holiday live stream for like 5 minutes and didn't realize he was on.
Yeah. Let me call her. See what happens. Look, because she's just it was so funny.
I can hear her phone.
Yeah. We can hear you on this, but we can't see you.
Oh, you mean?
I mean, no, we can see you, but can you see us?
No.
So I would go out, refresh your page, and come back in.
Okay.
Try it, and if that doesn't work, I'll send you a new link. Okay.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Isn't that weird how that happens? Because we can see her, right?
Yeah, see her and hear her really well.
Can you guys see us? Hi, Chris Marie. Hi, Jill. Hi, Tina. Hi, Rob. Oh, Rob has his reminder set. I don't know if Rob is here.
Yeah.
But Pat Brown should be joining us again soon. We'll see what happens. It's so weird how that happens with this. Oh, they can see us. Yes, they're talking to us. All right. Let me close some of my apps. I've had one of those mornings, Evelyn, where it's like, speaking of politics, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I went to the farmer's market.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you guys are doing this Saturday, but I every Saturday. Oh, Tamara. Hey, Tamara. So, okay, good. They can all see us. Let me reset before I go into this.
Yeah.
Because
take a moment.
I'm hoping that Pat, maybe I should just send her another link. Let me try it. Hold on. It's been like one of those technical days where I'm just at my wit's end.
I'm
making one of those faces when I focus.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't know why that happens when I focus. I go.
No, I definitely do that too.
So we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but that's why we start 15 minutes before 3.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Hi, Pat Brown.
Hello.
Yes, America. You have not deceived me yet.
Deceived you. Really, Pat?
Pat,
I don't think
thank
that's
you.
ever been my aim.
I know,
Okay.
right? That's when you try to improv lyrics and it goes the wrong way. I want to welcome you, Pat. We're so excited to have you a part of our Saturday preview and the review of the Friends Like Us podcast.
I'm glad to be
Everybody
here.
say hello to Pat Brown.
All
Pat,
right. Well, I'm
have
assuming they said hello.
they will look. Tamara Payne. Oh, we gotta change the way this goes. Tamara says, "Hello, ladies."
Is that how she said it?
So we were just talking about, well, Evelyn was, talking about Israel. Evelyn has a new job. She's no longer working in the certain capacity of Friends Like Us. She still is my friend
Yeah.
and my
Okay.
assistant, and because she's awesome. And
Oh, thank you.
tell Pat where you got a job so she knows, because I think
Yeah,
it's cool.
so I'm an editorial assistant at 70 Faces Media, which is this like Jewish run media company. So it owns a bunch of different brands. Like it owns the Jewish Telegraphic Agency, which is like a Jewish newspaper. And I'm working with like three different aspects of it. I'm working with like their like young progressive feminist Jewish digital publication, their food publication, and then like a Jewish education site. So that's what I've been doing. And I was just saying, I started this week, so it's definitely been a complicated week to start at a Jewish media company.
Very complicated. Yeah. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, like Israel-Palestine is like an issue that, Israel does not equal like Jewish people. Like, I don't think, I think, everyone assumes that like Jews, like, I don't know, are really connected to Israel, which is not the case. But I do think that it's important that the Jewish community as a whole does address, Israel, like the news that's going on, because Israel claims to speak for Jewish people.
Right.
So it's been so I've been glad in a certain, like in some way, that I started out at this week, so it just kind of head on with that aspect of it. But otherwise, it's just been a normal kind of start to a job with just kind of regular onboarding type things. But as always, happy to still be connected to Friends Like Us.
Yeah, because she's awesome.
Thank you.
She's awesome.
You don't.
What accent was that? Cause she's awesome.
That's my voice, Pat Brown.
Oh, okay. I thought you were mimicking someone.
Myself.
Okay. Why is this little Friends Like Us icon right here in front of my head? I want everybody to see my hair. But I just got
Because
a fresh haircut.
that's how technology works.
That's how technology is
I could
malfunctioning.
rearrange
Why?
it so that you're like
Yeah, okay.
that, but
Thank you.
then you look small and I look big. Like now I'm like eating both of your heads.
You're such a weird one. Did you get your you rearranged some things at the house. Your apartment, you rearranged some things.
Oh yeah, you see when oh, you could tell.
Yeah.
Yes. This desk
There's usually a lot of
behind
stuff
me.
on the floor.
No, it's not. This is the desk I had built during the course of the pandemic. This beautiful young Italian architect that she designed it, and I told her what I wanted, and then she designed it, and then she also put it together, and we fought a lot. We fought. There was fighting. But I love her. She just had a baby, so it's all good.
It is all good. She ain't
But it
thinking
looks
about nothing
good.
but her little baby.
And I also got this light. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Look at that sucker.
Okay.
That's from Italy as well. That's what she recommended. But all of this stuff was hard to put together.
Does it go through the ceiling, or is it just it has
It hangs.
a line, a hang? Okay.
Didn't that hang?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I thought it was one of the lights that, had a cord and you still had to plug it in. So she went through,
Mm-mm.
that was real. She did some
No, she didn't do nothing.
electricity.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
No, she ordered it, and then it took me 2 to 3 months to find someone to do that.
to install it. Right, right.
So I
That's like
took
I said, that was the real deal right there.
the real story is Italians designed it, but it took an Irishman to actually hang it up
Hmm.
and put it and install it.
Okay, I think that's an old saying of some sort.
I just it's the old it's
In
Marina's
the old
say
world,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was kind of so tell us, Pat, how was your I mean, this Saturday I got in a huge I was at the farmer's market. I was about to tell everyone. I was at the farmer's market. You know, I do this
I was
every
gonna go
Saturday.
today.
Well, let me tell you, you're lucky that you didn't.
Did you finally have a fight?
I didn't have a fight, Pat, but I'll tell you what happened. The mayoral race, and
Mayoral way.
mayoral
Yeah.
and all of the things that are like, oh my God, I'm watching Little Cabin in the Woods while I'm doing this. I should have this off. I just saw her throw a head. Um, but the I was like, why do I have the TV on? But I'm walking through the farmers market and they're handing out pamphlets for their candidate. So this is for what's her name?
Maya.
Not Andrew Yang, but she's running for
Um.
the
Does
district.
oh
What's his name? Vance's position.
Oh, the district attorney.
Thank you. District attorney's position, something Yang, her name is. And she had all her people out at the farmers market. I mean, and then there was another candidate. It was like 30, no kidding, 30 people just trying to harass you at the farmers market. It was insane. And I got
Farmers market people vote.
yeah, that well, it's a great way to get people, but it's also like you got to still do it the right way. They were like literally
Bodega people don't vote. Just putting that out there.
that is so funny. That is so funny.
They don't even bother people that go in for a bodega.
I don't think it's so funny. Because
If
they
you
were
eating hood chips or whatever the name of that, the wrap chips or whatever they got in those bodegas now, they ain't bothering with you. If you don't care about your life beyond eating that kind of food, they know that you don't care about the world, what's going on.
nobody was by the bodega.
Okay. Nobody is ever by a bodega that sells those wrap chips.
Nobody was at, but
Do you know
the
the ones I'm talking about? The wrap chips?
I know all the nasty bodega chips, the stuff that's expired.
No, there's a chip called explicitly wrap chips, and they have a rapper's name on it, and his face,
Oh, I
and
haven't seen that.
yeah, and they'll sell, and that rapper has a chip out, so it's like pickled vinegar flavored, potato chips by a certain rapper. Yeah,
I've never seen it.
yeah, I guess that's the way they making money now.
Well, yeah. I mean,
So that's why they're not at the bodega. But go ahead.
oh, they're not. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Because
that's why they're not in front of the bodega.
yeah, no, I get it because let me tell you, they were descending upon. I was trying to look at a dog, and five people were like handing me pamphlets at the same time, and I was just like, I can I just look at the dog? For God, I'm trying to look at a dog. I don't even understand this. Like
You
all
should have
these
wore your
people.
Trump hat, and they wouldn't have bothered you.
I told them I did. I look. I went back through with my camera on live, and I was like, I want you to understand something, okay? This is what I do every Saturday. This is how I get my peace. I don't need you. This is we're just right out of the pandemic. I don't need you. Engagement is not something I'm into right now. It's like this is not like the parameters of the farmers market. You stand on the parameters, you do a nice little, hey, you want to vote for so and so, want to come over and chat.
That
But
was
that's
so
not
Andrew
oh,
Cuomo.
Oh, it was so, and then, so I went on my live, I yelled, I screamed, I recorded some people, I got really upset. And then I even went to the woman at who manages the farmers market and I expressed my concern. And she said, "You're right."
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
that's all that matters.
That is, it really is.
It's all that matters. She goes, "You're right. I agree.
Hmm.
We're trying." And so then I got home, I settled in, get a knock at my door for Andrew Yang.
Oh my God.
They knocked on your door. What? How did they get in your building?
I don't know. I was like, this is never going to end.
They knocked on your door.
They knocked on my freaking door. Do you want to
Really?
talk about Andrew Yang? No, I don't want to talk about Andrew Yang.
That's the least person I would want to talk about. I do
Yeah.
not. I am not voting for that guy.
No,
No.
He's
no.
he's one of those type of the guys. I think he assimilates into whatever room he's in. He's never
Mm,
him truly himself. That's
yeah.
how I feel about him. And I was like, I don't like that kind of chameleon type of. I want to see who you really are. So,
Yeah,
because and he got that frat boy attitude. You see black people, you want to dap them up. He sees somebody Jewish, he wants to do shalom and all
Yeah.
that. Hey, man, just say hello. We don't need all that.
that's what's
I
wrong,
just
Honest F.
explained to you, honest FM, what I didn't like about
Pat
him.
Brown, they're on delay. Pat
Okay.
Brown. Pat
They-
Brown. And I was I'm clicking the I'm highlighting the comments, so it's my fault.
You trying to intimidate me, honest FN? I've just told you what's wrong with them. And if you dig deeper into his income thing, it doesn't pan out because the one was it 1,000 a month, and then you also have to give up all these other your other safety nets, and like no federal assistance for food, all that. And so $1,000 is not covering your expenses. So it just sounds good, $1,000, but it's not really. It's not going to be able to sustain people in the way that he says it is.
Mhm.
Right, yeah. I just it's and like you said, he's someone once on our stream said he was like a high schooler running for class president.
Yeah, and I feel like I just feel like it's entitlement too.
Mhm.
Like you see me, I made it a certain uh, distance when I was running for president, and so people see me now. I can run from governor because people know me. But doesn't just because you get notoriety, it's like Kim Kardashian and running for governor doesn't make you a good candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we got in this mess in the first place.
Yeah.
Gloria,
Gloria,
Gloria, calling
some.
Gloria,
Oh, you done messed it
Gloria.
up. Okay.
I think you're ba, 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 ah, da,
You're
da,
supposed to
da,
start with that.
ha, ha, da, 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 ha, ha.
All I think of is that Trump video now whenever I hear that song.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't
Actually,
associate with anything else,
whoop, whoop.
unfortunately.
you're young, so
Yeah.
we heard it when it was like came out and it was on the radio. So
Yeah.
we have
That's
other
fair.
memories to associate with it.
Welcome,
That's
Michael
fair.
Beck. Denmark is in the house. Evelyn is still here. Yes, she is. I love
Hello.
it. Hi,
Hey
Pat.
Denmark, I like your furniture.
And DJ Eric Prince. Oh no, Eric Prince is always here. Thank you, DJ Eric Prince. I'm doing my radio. That was my
He's
radio
like he
voice.
said whoop, whoop. He said
Oh
hello.
no, he'll be doing a lot. He
He's like
talks.
whoop, whoop,
He talks.
hello.
Lot. Gloria. So I do want to share with you a moment from that. This is new. I could share this.
Oh
It
yeah.
says, let's see. Well, maybe I should just share the screen because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, hold on. Window, Chrome tab. Here we go. Share the audio. Here we go. And I'm about to share it. It's me complaining. I think it's good. Hold on.
You look like a
First
bug
person
that
to join this. Go away. I'm just, I'm really angry right now. I just want all of you to know that what just happened. You know, like
You guys can hear it, right?
every Saturday I go to the farmer's market. And I went to the farmer's market today. It's just, everyone's annoying. Why is it so loud everywhere? And here's what happened, right? It's like politicians descending upon the farmer's market. Really freaking frustrating, okay? Like, I couldn't get my kale without 3 people approaching me about Lucy Yang. And I'm like, dude,
Lucy Yang. That's
like,
who it
if
was.
I was gonna vote for her, I'm trying to get to my kale. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna walk back. You guys think I'm exaggerating? I'm gonna walk back and I'm gonna show you exactly just how aggressive these motherfuckers were at the farmer's market. And I did complain. I told the girl, I was like, listen, I don't know if you know this, but this is just a bit much. Now, they probably are not gonna like the fact that I'm recording this, right? But yeah, It's My Life is playing way too loud. Okay. I mean, we're outdoors, but come on. Anyway, I want you to see what's about to happen. So I'm going to, this is my normal thing at the farmer's market. I'm just going to go through this. I already yelled at him. So livid because this is my like weekly. Oh, look at this.
The way the DA handles police
Look at that.
brutality cases.
Look at that.
And I'm gonna see
That's her. Oh, the DA's office. Yeah.
So like 1,000 to you guys. Okay?
Now I hear it.
It was crazy. Let me say something to you guys, okay? And I'm gonna be nice to you, but today a lot of you approached like 5 sometimes on one person. This is a farmer's market. We come here to get our produce and stuff, and you guys like really descended upon me when I came through here. I didn't like it.
Okay, I apologize for
Yeah, you should pay attention to what you're doing, you know? Like 4 people on one person when they're just trying to get produce, it's not cool. It makes me not want to vote. You get it? Well, I'm just shocking. It makes me not like her. Do you know what I'm saying?
absolutely. I mean, it's.
I was trying to look at a cute dog, and 4 of them approached me with her picture.
These are a little soft. Is that okay?
It's just been full different.
She's like worried about her beats being
And that's
soft.
not cool.
The ones that have that are super fresh are the ones with greens on them.
Okay, now this is where I father.
To be all through the farmer's market. 4 or 5. I don't have my space. You want me to pick up a flyer?
So I'm really sorry about that.
Okay, all right. So you do that. You get on camera.
Yeah, you don't have to.
She's a sweet girl. Look, I got her. I got that girl. Oh, she don't want to be pictured, but she wants to be all through the farmer's market.
All right, so I got a problem, obviously. As I look back on this, I go, Marina, you got to let things go. But they came to my house.
Did you give somebody your address?
I never gave anyone my address. I think they followed me.
They probably followed you into the building.
I think they followed me into the building.
Mm.
Or they saw my live and they figured out where I lived, something, because I thought that was outrageous.
If they could figure out your live, where
No,
you live from your live, you should never do a live again.
Incognito, I did not call 311, but it was close.
Incognito vixen. Look at you. If you are vixen, you're not incognito. You're
Tamara's
telling
like,
us.
Marina, it's campaign season.
Everybody's being really nice to say, lighten up, heifer. You like an old man with a lawn. Get off my lawn. Get off my
Her
lawn. Every
honest
day,
that inner Karen came out.
it's not our inner Karen. That she wears that Karen. That Karen is on her sleeve. What are you talking about, inner Karen? She's never held that Karen in.
I will vote. Obviously,
Oh yeah, that's what actually I was gonna say something. You trying to intimidate them. I might not even vote. Really? They care about your one little ass vote. They like move on, keep it stepping. You try to threaten people with your one vote. If you don't
Sweden.
get your ass entirely
What?
ass out of here.
What up, Robin? What up, Robin? Hey, hey.
Yeah. I mean, you got to give latitude to people right now. Think about what they did to them in Georgia. They just had this Trump vote, and they had been calling them the campaign flyers, whatever, whatever, and then they had to turn around and do it all again for the Senate vote uh, in January. They got bombarded. So
Well, I
what
think
we
that's why.
dealing for
That's why
what
I'm.
we're dealing with
Yeah.
here, I mean, it's not even close
But
to
I
what
think
they.
it's because of just the past year in general and with the bombardment of politics in general that it's just like, I mean, I get campaigning, but what this was different. I mean, I literally felt attacked. Like it was like one person coming at you with the flyer is one thing. Five people all at one time coming at you with a flyer,
Mhm.
and I'm like, no, no, no. And I realized what it was these were just young people who were helping their candidate. But this is what I told the one. I didn't show this. I could go back and show the rest of the video. But there's that was like a threat. But there but there was one person that I spoke to that was like, I said to her, I said, go back and talk to your people, and discuss how this may not be the right way. you know People just came out of like a pandemic where they're not like, they're nervous about, they have anxiety about engagement with other people, like just a different, like set your platform up, your table on the outskirts of the farmers market, and have your position and have people approach you and have your platform ready to speak on it, whatever. But New York people, definitely you don't want to be going at them like that. That's New Yorkers don't like that.
Mm.
I mean, I just think that's common sense. Quarantine does bad stuff to the mental, social overload. That's right. I think. I think you're agreeing.
No, I agree. I mean, I think like for certain people, like at least for me, like I've been vaccinated, but I'm still, a little wary. So a bunch of people like approaching me at the same time, I think would definitely
Yes.
make me like nervous. And also like, I know that for the most part, it's like airborne. It's not through like touching things, but I'm still like, people like handing me something that they've been touching. Like, I don't know what you've been,
Oh,
what else
I
you've been
see that.
touching.
Michael
Yeah.
Beck says, Marini, go, girl, you from New York. You can handle it. And Tina said, come on, Marina. Or Marina, come on. Pat Brown, you're vaccinated. Tell us about what it feels like to be fully. Well, you're in the week after. You got one more week to go, I believe, right? You had it last week.
Yeah, I had it last week. So yeah, I have one more week before I can fully engage with campaigners as they surround me, uh, with pamphlets and God knows what else. Um, yeah, I was down. That's why I didn't do it last Saturday because I was down because I had my second vax and I just didn't feel great at all. So I just kind of lounged and but when I'm out in the streets, I found that it's going to take me a while to. 'Cause they say that you can be outside without a mask, and I was like, I'm okay with not, like I'll pull it down sometimes when I want to just breathe in and get some of that good fresh air. and when I'm outside. But I find when like it's 3 or 4 people on the street with me, I'll end up putting it on again. And I feel like that's going to be my uh, way of operating for, I don't know, maybe a couple more months. I'm not feeling really uh, confident. It's just like when you get if you have an injury or something and they tell you no, it's fine, you can play on it or whatever. You still kind of think about how weak it was before you fully feel confident in it. So that's how I feel about this vaccination and people out there. And we just heard that Bill Maher, who was vaccinated, he just got COVID, and then there was a
Baseball
football
team.
team of
Baseball, I think.
is it baseball? Okay, baseball team or a team of whatever, and they collectively got like 5 members of the team got COVID, and they were vaccinated. So you can, but without any symptoms, but you still can pass that on. So
Yeah, it's
scary.
breakthrough. It's called breakthroughs, and the thing is like they're saying you won't die from this. That's what the vaccine is for, but you can still catch it. That the CDC was like, yeah, we never said you couldn't still catch it. We're just
Yeah, but
saying that you die from it.
right, right, right.
But the thing is, and this is my point to anyone who is working, if you catch it and you have to check in for work and you have it, you can't go to work, you can't make money. So you
Hmm.
don't want to catch it either. Just you don't want to catch it, a light version of it, because it's going to stop you from being around people.
Hmm.
And then you don't know who you're around. I mean, it always goes back to that thing of who are you thinking about? And it's not just you.
Let me ask you this though, since you started, and I've started in the clubs too, and some of the clubs have a different way of operating. Like
Yes.
one club gives you a mic, and that's your mic, and then you go in and you plug in that mic. What have the clubs, if you've been going to, what's their
Oh,
protocol for? And then I went to one club last night, and they didn't do any of that. Everybody was sharing the same mic.
oh, I would have walked out. Um, yeah, no, I bring my own microphone. Uh, I have them, so I just bring it down, and it can go on
Right.
any, So I actually bring my own. But the Comedy Cellar, they have clean mics, and then they have a mic condom that they put on the mic. Then
Mhm.
when you finish with it, you put it in the dirty mic bucket. And I guess they replace it, they sanitize it, and they put on a new condom for that microphone and put it back into the clean. So when the comic goes up, there's a clean bucket and there's a dirty bucket. Hopefully you grab the right bucket, right?
Hmm.
And
So you go up and plug in the mic yourself
yeah,
as a comic. Okay.
as a comic, yeah. So like, but I don't go to any bucket. I bring my own microphone
Because
and
you
I
can't
go.
trust who clean them buckets.
I don't. I
it's,
yeah,
it's just like going to a hotel.
pretty
you
much.
wipe that you wipe your counters down because they don't come on. Would you,
It's
if
just.
nobody was looking at you, would you clean up everything?
I mean, I maybe my young version would be like, oh, come on. I mean, like the young version of Marina in customer service, like if you ask for whipped cream and strawberries on your pie or whatever extra, if you had seen the way I put it on, it was not a good job. So, no, I probably wouldn't finish it the
Hmm.
right way. The young version of me, but the older version would do a pretty good job. I mean, I just think like this is so strange how there's so many different rules, and when Joe Biden announced it and the CDC said what they said, there was a lot of confusion, and I don't understand why there's still confusion, why we can't get consistency in messaging. Messaging seems like the easiest part of this.
I
I
think that
mean,
what it is when somebody broadcasts something, it's a difference than having engagement. So, like, if the CDC broadcasts, these are now our guidelines, there are always follow up questions. And so the guidelines may be what they are, but you say, well, what am I supposed to do if I have a baby and my baby's under 12 and they haven't clarified those things? I think that's where the confusion comes in, because when you're having a broadcast, you can't tell or report to everybody about every little thing. And
Yeah,
that's
but
what
you
made
could
the
put a little sentence in there that says every state does whatever the fuck they want, which is absolutely what did happen afterwards. Was like
well, I'm
Governor
talking about
Cuomo.
right now. I'm talking about there's still
Well,
their
right.
guidelines.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like the governments, like everyone afterwards is like, well, in California, Vermont right away was like, yeah, sure, you can come inside without a mask. New York City was like, mm, not so fast. New Jersey was like, no, we're not nowhere near ready.
Hmm.
So it's like immediately when they made that announcement, and I'm speaking specifically of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, after the CDC put it out there, they had an opportunity to be more specific in their speech and they weren't. And so people were walking around thinking, well, you could see who watches the news and who
Hmm.
doesn't. You could
Yeah.
see, you could walk around and see like people are still wearing it outside because they don't know of the percentile chances of catching it outside. But I never judge those people, but I'm just saying like you can just see the lack of information is
Well, the
killing us.
one of the um helpers, for lack of a better word, that was helping with the vaccine. They got they helped you with your paperwork, and I was like, and we're talking and chatting and whatever, and I said, so it's cool now because we can go outside without a mask, and she said we can. I was like, and I'm thinking to myself, Heifer, don't you know you should be?
My,
Don't you? I don't want to be more informed than you are. What the hell?
you know what? You're so right. My
I
my
like those
eye
glasses. That color is great.
Thank you. Yamanika's trying to steal them. She's like, oh, those are mine. Um, you're right. My eye doctor had the same reaction to about the vaccine, and I was like, I know you're an eye doctor, but you should still be more informed than the average person
Hmm.
about the vaccine. Because she was like, what do you think about the vaccine? I was like, wait, hold on. You're
Yeah.
about to like you went to school of some type of medicine. I would think you would. I was like, I hope you're not having this conversation with anyone else.
She only went to neck up school for medicine. She only know about stuff from neck up.
Michael Beck has a question. What brand vaccine did you get, pal?
Oh, I told this joke about last night. I said I don't, even though there's really not a hierarchy for vaccines. I don't feel. I said you still think whatever vaccine that you got is better than everybody else's because I got Pfizer, and then when I hear somebody got Moderna, I was like, ooh, ooh, really? I didn't know you were poor. So I got Pfizer. Yeah, the best of the best.
Hello, Venus boys. Welcome. I love our regulars. The
Yeah.
anti-maskers are just going to claim they've had their shots anyway.
Well, I think like the airport, people are now they're finding people with these fake vaccine cards and whatever. My
Yeah.
whole thing, fucking get the vaccine. Don't go to jail for forging something that is free. It's just crazy to me. You
Yeah.
want to get on the plane, you want to risk everybody else's exposure, but you don't want to. But you'll go as far as getting a fraudulent Vax card. That's insanity
I
to me.
saw an article from Vice that the headline was basically like some anti-maskers are now going to start wearing masks to protect themselves from people who have been vaccinated, which is just like the craziest like
That is
mental
insane.
gymnastics, but like at least they're wearing a mask.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. Whatever your reasoning,
And
go
yeah,
with
like
it.
okay.
Yeah. Wow.
I know, yeah, that we've reached that point in the
Yeah.
the pandemic. But I absolutely agree with like Venus Boys. I think like this message, I'm not too like happy with the messaging from the CDC currently
Mhm.
because we're seeing it's kind of like an honor system, right? Being like, oh, well, you don't have to wear a mask if you've been vaccinated. And it's like, okay, but now like we've seen through the pandemic that Americans don't know how to follow the rules. So like it's just I think it's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got rid of the
Did
thing
you
on
get
your
your
head.
card though? Because after you get vaccinated and you go online and
Mhm.
get your Vax card or whatever that card is. I haven't signed up
Oh,
for it
I just
yet.
have the one that they gave me
Yeah,
when,
No,
like,
that is
after.
that's your
it's
Vax card.
that's your Vax card, but it's the passport, the New York passport.
Oh,
Yeah, so you
Oh,
can go
really?
online. And so you can download it, and so you can always have it.
oh, okay.
Oh.
That's
I'll
what
have to check it
my
out.
the person that vaccinated me told me about, and so
Mhm.
you need to look it up.
Well,
Everybody that's
Tamara, that's important. It's
yeah.
where do you go?
I would look up vaccination passport New York,
Mhm.
and Google that and see what comes up because they'll I, I think it would go to where we need to go. There's a name for it, and I forget the name that she told me about,
Mm.
but
That's
it's a
important.
vaccine passport.
That's
Tamara is
important.
saying that what I like about wearing the mask is how it lessens the spread of the flu and has
Yeah.
lessened allergy issues.
Well, Tamara, look at you reading stuff.
Tamara, Tamara.
Tamara, I'm sorry, I apologize. Yeah, that is actually is really a cool thing that less people got the flu because we were wearing masks. So that is
Tamara is
actually
a
great.
regular of the podcast, as well as she's also been on the podcast. She wrote a book with, well, she worked on the book with her father, who started the book about Malcolm X. It's called The Dead Are Arising, which is available on Amazon. So get The Dead Are Arising by Tamara Payne. And your father, I'm sorry, you could put it in the chat, Tamara. I don't want to forget to mention his name. So, oh, and DJ Eric Prince is saying it's called This Pass.
Thank you so much, DJ Eric Prince. Thank you so
It's the
much.
Excelsior Pass.
Excelsior pass. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it because I'm gonna do that today.
Michael Beck says we call the Corona passport in Denmark, and we cannot go eat at a restaurant without. See, yeah,
Mhm.
that's that. I think that is starting to happen where people are
Michael,
like,
I'll give you $50 for it.
oh look, okay, Trump friends. My Trump friends are saying they don't have to show their vaccination card as if they have one because the government can't ask for private health information. Well, they'll find out, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it, if they don't get in, there's just going to be a lot of fights about people not getting in, and we're going to see that
People
for
are
the
so
next year.
fucking weird. Oh my
Yeah.
god, this is amazing. The
Yeah.
lengths that people will go to not get out of a pandemic. Oh,
Mm.
the just the garbage they feed them and they actually believe it.
Les Payne wrote the book with Tamara Payne. So Les Payne, her father, who started the book on Malcolm X's The Dead
That
Are
is
Rising.
a great name.
Les Payne.
Les
Mhm.
Payne. You should have had should have had a daughter named you More Joy or something like that, or Painless or
Michael
Pain Free.
Michael Beck is responding to you, Pat.
I love pizza too. Uh, Give me a slice and I'll eat it outside.
So Pat, have you've gone inside the club and performed?
I did.
And how did it feel? Like, were other people around you wearing the mask, or do you keep
What do
your
you mean,
mask on?
like
It
the
comics.
patrons? I think comics were really good about putting on their mask when they weren't in the showroom, and then it was and then it was odd. And then we were out in the kind of the by the close to the bar, and nobody had their mask on. They was just around there because we were all talking. Then when we were in the showroom, they put them on, and then when they were on stage, they took them off. So that's so they're conscious of at what space that they feel comfortable taking them off. So I try to limit my exposure. When somebody says that everybody that I talked to yesterday said they were vaccinated, even when I was going up to people I hadn't seen in a long time, and I was like, hey, I was extending that elbow, and he's like, I've been vaccinated. Okay, that's where. There you go. Yeah, you get the elbow unless I hear some declaration.
I
So,
wasn't even doing that.
well, good for you. I mean, you didn't want people giving you a flyer, so I understand who you are. But
Well, people were doing this, and I
not
was just
hands, elbow, definitely
my
elbow.
reaction to even this. I was like, I don't. And you know, the guy looks so hurt, and I'm like, even now, you're confused by my reaction. Like, I think we should all be a little patient with people in their anxieties right now.
Yeah, I'm actually patient with people that don't want to get the vaccine. I understand it, but I'm not. I don't understand people that you don't want to get the vaccine and you also do not want to wear a mask.
Mm.
Um, because if however you feel about the vaccine and it's your body and the long-term effects and whatever, and you feel like this, I understand that, but do everything else you can to prevent the spread of that. Those two things you got to do at one of those.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's always going, "Oh, that's right. There
Oh,
are other people who
in the
can't get
world.
in the yeah. Oh, that's right." You know,
Mhm.
like when you go, well, there are kids who aren't vaccinated who are immune compromised. Oh, that's right. Maybe I should think about that. Well,
Mhm.
there are kids that are 12 and 30. There are people who are immune compromised who can't get vaccinated right now. Oh,
I
that's
feel a certain amount of comfort though that I'm vaccinated, like on the train, because
Mhm.
I had many a situation where I said, "Hey, do you mind putting on your mask and whatever," and then either pushback or nothing, and I had to find myself moving because, like, okay, I mean, you're grown, or you are a young teenager or whatever. I
I
can't
rode the
make you do
train.
anything.
I The train was new for me like about 3 weeks ago. I've been doing it because it's too exhausting to ride the bike to each set. I can't do
Mm.
it. I thought I could.
Did you
Uh,
try it?
for a while, I was riding my bike downtown to do my sets all the way to West Fourth from
How
117th
long does
Street.
it take
Oh
you?
wow.
About an hour,
Okay.
maybe
Mm.
sometimes 40 minutes.
I ride back from my shows because I feel like I like that, you have so much adrenaline after you perform. I ride back. I find it so relaxing for me to
It
ride by.
is. Oh,
Yeah,
it is so. Listen, when I would ride back after those sets, it was better than how like you said, the adrenaline. Sometimes you have alcohol to kind of bring the adrenaline down, or you smoke some weed to bring it down. Everyone wonders
I do
why.
none of those things.
Say
Okay, but
what?
no,
But
I don't.
say word. So
Yeah, you keep
this,
on thinking that I'm a higher person, getting high, regular person.
but
I
you
do not.
drink.
No, I don't. I told you I have really a bad problem with my sleep, so I stopped drinking and smoking because they all bother my
But
sleep.
you stopped. Didn't you used to do like a
Yeah, but
little?
I've yeah, but that's been a long time ago since I don't really drink.
Oh,
Not,
okay.
I
Well,
like don't get me
but
wrong.
you know what I mean by that, right? That toning down of the adrenaline,
Oh, let me just
because
say this.
Mhm.
I didn't stop drinking because I didn't like drinking. I mean, I enjoy it still, but I sleep is everything for me right now. Sleep is everything.
Can people still spread COVID even if they are vaccinated? To be
Yeah.
determined.
No,
They
that's what they
say,
say you can.
well, they say that actually they say that the Pfizer one limit does helps. It says that it helps stop the spread.
Right, they did say your load is smaller of
Ooh,
the
your load.
your load your COVID load
Watch it, Pat.
is
Watch.
not as strong as it was.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're right. Absolutely right about. So it lessens the spread. You're right.
Yeah, but you were right about riding the bike after. Never truer words. After a set, it's
Mhm.
better than any feeling in the world on that bicycle. You
Absolutely.
can
And being
like,
outdoors.
oh, feels so good, and you're in control of it.
Mhm.
It's like when I jump into an Uber or a Lyft and I'm come from the club, I've got to deal with the driver. I've got to tell him not to take this certain street that he's going to turn on. All these things, and anything could happen. Even
Mhm.
on the subway. So I take the subway down, but I don't take it back at night 'cause it's gotten a little crazy. Have you seen that with the violence in New York City? How are you feeling, Evelyn? Have you seen these
Um,
stories?
I've seen a few. Yeah, I mean, I'm typically not like out that late. But yeah, I mean, I've started taking the subway again, which it was weird because I hadn't taken it in like a long time. But I definitely feel more comfortable on
Are
it.
you
Yeah.
a remote worker or do you have to go in?
Yeah, I'm remote completely, which
Oh,
yeah,
that's good,
I
right?
like it a lot. I think
Mhm.
if I would hate if I ever have to go to a situation where I work in an office. But yeah, so I'm just like in my apartment most of the time. I don't ride the subway like too much, but even when I do, um, it's been fine. So yeah, I mean, I've
During
seen
the
a
day?
little bit. Yeah, during the day, it's okay. I haven't seen that much about. Well, I've read about like violence on the subway, but I haven't, thankfully, haven't seen it myself.
Actually, just being on the subway at night, especially on a weekend, worn me out. I was like, okay, it's just too many people coming on that just sketchy or drunk or just loud or for whatever reason. So, and it's litter all over the trains at
Yeah.
night too. So when I can, I always ride home on the bike, on the city bike.
So they're really going in about this whether or not you can affect, yeah, asymptomatic people. So yes, it can affect other people. Yeah, you don't want to take the Pat Brown send all leftover weed and alcohol this way.
I do have a lot of like the little pills and whatever that you got from you get this dispensary or whatever, the edible pills. But
Hi, Prince. I just love saying that. Hello, Prince. How are you?
we
It's good
can't
to
have
have
too
you
many
here.
princes in the world, I think. I
This
mean,
is our
since Prince passed.
Yeah.
yeah, this is our Prince though. Prince, what up? Tell tell our guest here, Pat Brown. For those of you that are just joining us and you didn't know, I have a podcast. It's called Friends Like Us. And Pat Brown is one of our favorite guests that have been on the show, not once, not twice, like a lot.
This is how
And
much I've been on the show because people always say, "So, did you quit the show?" I was like, "No, I didn't quit this show." Uh,
they
no,
always they go into
yeah.
like, I think people like to feel like there's some drama that's going on that's not going on. I think that's just a human nature thing because they're like, people are like, Marina's not letting Pat Brown on the show. I'm like, no, that's not it.
No, that was me. I had gotten other work and other things that I need to do, and Mondays are kind of sacred for me. In terms of like when you start working regularly, so it's like one of the only days that you had to do a lot of like errand stuff.
What about Scooby Doofus? What up, Scooby Doofus?
That's a cool name. I like that.
We love Scooby Doofus. You should start doing stand up at spin classes. Help folks stay motivated. No. Uh, Yeah, yeah, D. People are chatty patties. They are chatty patties. I like that, chatty
Patty
patties.
patties. Yeah.
Chatty patties. No, Pat Brown is always here. I try to get her. Sometimes I bug her too much, even.
No, you don't.
No, okay, I'll bug you more.
It's okay.
It's This is a threat number 2.
That's your third threat.
Third
that
threat
was
number
your third threat.
3.
Uh,
Where's your T-shirt? Did you get your you have you worn your Friends Like Us T-shirt, Pat Brown?
can I be honest with you?
What?
The color goes with nothing I own.
Oh, really? Not even like black pants?
There's very little black in the t-shirt.
I would still wear it with black pants. Is that wrong?
I'm not commenting on
How about
that.
well, we have T-shirt. We have new
Do you have
tank
another
tops.
color? I
We
can
have
trade the
tank,
one I have for another color.
not in the T-shirt form. We
Oh,
got
okay.
hoodies.
You got hoodies?
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know
Here,
you had
Evelyn,
hoodies.
keep her busy so I can.
You be
Evelyn,
busy, Evelyn.
Evelyn, keep her busy. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we have also tank tops now.
Tank
Um,
tops. Well, I don't. Why she
yeah.
trying? These hoodies must be clearance because she's trying to get rid of these hoodies for the summer.
Yeah,
Uh,
possibly. I think we have just a few left. They're very popular.
this is what I was going to ask you. Is it the remote working works for you because of your personality? Because I found, even though I'm an introvert,
Yeah.
remote working does not work for me. I need
Mm.
input from other people. I like to bounce off
Yeah.
people, and so when I was doing writing shows, that is super duper nice. I like that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh yeah, I like that. Um, so I hated it. I hated
Yeah.
like because we did we were in comedy rooms and we had our comedy rooms and
Oh,
it
sure.
wasn't it wasn't the same just to be around.
Yeah. I mean, I think like definitely like I'm more introverted too. So like it works for my personality for sure. But also a lot of like, at least right now, what I've been doing isn't like creative work. It's just a lot of like more like technical, just like loading
Oh,
things
I see. Yeah,
onto
gotcha.
like data entry.
Mhm.
But yeah, if it were like writing stuff, I think that'd be harder for me because I also very much need like other people to like bounce around ideas with. And it's just not like the same like pace or energy
No,
when you're doing that like via like message or
I
something. So
don't.
yeah, no, I agree. I think like if it were writing based, then that would be totally different.
What is going on? Did we not like the hoodie? Was there any
No, it's
conversation?
good.
I was
I kept
modeling it.
every
It's
I
great.
was saying as you were
I couldn't hear
modeling it,
you.
I was like, that was hot. That was great. I
I had
loved
my
it.
I didn't have my ear things in.
No, I
No, we
love
loved
it.
it.
DJ Eric Prince, I have the face mask. You want me to get up again? I got face masks. I even got
Oh, you should have wore. I wish you'd had your friends like us face mask while you were at the farmers market.
oh, that would have been perfect.
Yeah. So what's her name? Yang or Chin? What was her name? It was Yang. It was Yang, I think.
Wait a minute. Someone
She would have
said,
been
"Oh my
calling
God,
you.
Pat is dissing your T-shirt." Oh, the T-shirt. She's
No, it
not
wasn't.
dissing it.
I didn't diss the T-shirt at
These people
all.
like drama. You see that? They want us to
Michael,
fight.
I am not gonna let you buy me pizza now.
oh God, I'm sweating from just that motion. Just from getting up, I like broke a sweat.
Well, it's starting to get hotter now too.
It's
Mm.
78,
Yeah.
which is wonderful.
Yeah,
This is
I wanted to ride the bike today, but I decided today was my cooking day. My
I wanted to
cooking.
Mm.
ride my bike too.
Yeah, I was actually I had a long walk yesterday, which was really nice, and I was like, you know what, this is gonna be. I'm be hitting the West Side Highway pretty soon with the bike.
I stopped on the bike because there's more cars on the street. Have you noticed?
No, not where. I mean, the bike route on close to West Side Highway. I'm not talking about the actual highway.
But you got to get to the bike route.
Oh, I don't mind that. Yeah.
It's been crazy though. I was like, I just don't know anymore. I mean, I may ride my bike a couple of times next week because I finally got my Bluetooth working for my iPhone. That took me, by the way, Evelyn, you know how it is with the
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like I got a new phone because the Bluetooth on my iPhone stopped working. Surprisingly, right after talking to Von DiCarlo. I don't know what she did to it, but the Bluetooth just stopped working. And then now the phone, so I have the new phone. But when you have a new phone and you switch over, your some of your things, the password's missing.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me 3 hours today just to figure out the passwords for friends like
Oh
us.
no.
And like I figured out the password for friends like us, but it took and then
Oh,
I
that's
have
what, I did get like a notification. It was like an iPhone is trying to log in.
oh
And
you
I was
did?
like,
Oh,
I did, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Marina, so I'll just leave it alone.
oh, and yeah, she's probably the new assist. She probably got a whole bunch
Yeah.
of those too.
Mm.
And then I
I
have
use a
another alternate character on Instagram, single female 2020, and I couldn't log into single female 2020,
Oh
and it was kind of
no.
weird.
I have a password app that I'll let you that I'll let you know about, but it's really great because I used to get so frustrated with that. You forget a password and you because you haven't gone to that site in a long time, and then you have to reset it and all that kind of thing. And I feel like I was doing that most of the time, so that I stopped trying to update things and whatever because it was so frustrating. And so I got this password app, and it's a game changer for me.
Oh, that's smart.
Hmm.
Oh, that is, you know what? I thought I had one too, but I, I probably forgot
And,
the
and it's like
password.
$3. It's that they have a free version, but it also is $3 for the paid version because you can be on any device, so it can be on my Mac, on my phone.
Um,
Yeah, so yeah, I'll
Yeah,
pay
it
that
gets
extra three. I'll pay that extra $3. Uh,
It does. It gets ridiculous. It really does. And then the strong passwords that they suggest to you, it's like there's no way I'm ever going to remember that. And
but you
even,
don't. But that's why this app is so good. The app remembers it too. So you don't have to do any of that.
Scooby Doofus, watch your mouth. There's no Kegel exercises going on. All right? You watch your mouth, Scooby Doofus.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, no, I was sweating though. It's just gotten outrageous. Evelyn, do we have any reviews?
We do. We also got, I'll start with the new review that we got on Apple Podcasts.
Nice. Finally.
Yeah, I know. So this one is titled I Laugh, I Learn, I Love, from Middle Child Blues, 5 stars. They say Marina Franklin always has an amazing range of panelists each week that discuss a fantastic array of topics. Thank you, ladies. So that was a nice one. And then we also got from Twitter, our good friend Sully Baseball says, still going strong. Marina Franklin puts out a terrific, challenging, funny, and unique podcast. I've been a subscriber since 2014, and I think it is better now than ever. Latest episode features Nitika Chopra, Mindy Laverne, and Nina Karufi. And then from our Instagram, another friend of ours, Philip L. Rogers, responding to an Instagram post, said, Marina, this episode was on point.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was a heated conversation with Mindy Laverne, Nina Karufi, and Nitika Chopra, because we were talking about, is America a racist country?
Yeah.
And there was a debate about whether or not it was or not. And someone was, you should listen to who said what, but one of the comments was, it's too broad to say that about America. I'm in America and I don't want people saying that about my country. And and I was like, well, I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you.
Everything that's come in this year has pretty much confirmed that it is. And
right. I don't know what to tell you. One thing is has a lot to do with how you want to view the world, and the other thing has to do with how the world is actually being run.
That's
and
right.
those are two different things. How you want to view I mean, we all are, want to view if you want to view it through rose-colored glasses, but the facts are hard things to, get rid of.
Yeah.
Which is what I told them. I said, I can understand not wanting to accept the reality of what is quite ugly.
Mm-hmm.
I could understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can understand wanting to look away from it at times. And, it's not an easy thing to address all the time or stare right in the face of.
Yeah.
But the numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
I mean,
and also what doesn't lie is the numbers correspond with everything that we've seen this past year. All these videos, all these Karens, it has everything to do. I mean, you keep on seeing it over and over again, and you keep saying, well, our country is not racist. Yeah, the country is racist. Now, if you want to get into the particulars, like, is everybody racist? No, every white person is not racist. Every person's not racist, but there is racism in our country, and it's rampant, and we have systematic racism. Those numbers don't lie either.
Yeah, they don't lie. And you go to another country and they'll tell you what they think. That's how you find out about the perception, like you were saying, the vision, how they view. You go to other countries and how they view America is exactly that it's a racist country. I mean,
right, and just like
Ireland.
Republicans are trying to change what they say happened on January 6th, but this is worldwide. People saw our Capitol being attacked, and the fight on the capital, and then you want to say that it was just as serene as going uh, a visitor's tour.
Oh,
That's absurd. And so, like, you're always trying to change history because why would you want to change it? Because it looks bad. It
yeah,
looks really bad, and that's the only reason you change history in the first place, to make yourself look better.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not seeing any Facebook messages. I should probably
There
say
was one DJ Eric Prince. There was a black guy that went. He was in the Senate chamber. He made it all the way to the Senate chamber, and I wish I'd have kept this little video up. He he had this look on his face like he was looking around and at all these white people, mostly white people, and he was like, "What am I doing here?" He had that look on his face like it just came to him that he shouldn't be on this side. And I was like, it was a thing of beauty. I was like, it took you all the way to get to the Senate chamber before you realized this is a fucked up idea I'm having.
That's funny.
He was one of the first arrested. Okay, okay. So you know who I'm talking about? Yeah, that guy. I was like, you idiot! You fucking idiot!
D saying this. The U.S. is so racist. I don't even feel safe flying back and going through passport control. I don't even like going to the U.S. embassy due to all of the racism. Yes, you
Mm.
can if you travel. That's the thing. People who say that, I often find they don't travel a lot. People who want
Mhm.
to have those rose-colored glasses, they don't get out of their neighborhood, or they don't. They're just like they've been doing kind of the same thing since high school, whatever.
Mhm.
Travel, and you'll see the difference. When I went to like Australia, and while Australia is a white continent, right? It was still different than America. And it's like, they often say Australia is a racist continent because it's so white, that you could, because it's just white, and they haven't worked hard on getting any black people in.
Mhm.
But they see it. And it's still even different there. When I go to Australia, I can feel a huge difference in the way that they even treat me. Now, the joke that I used to say was, I guess they're not looking at me because I'm not really their problem, you know.
Like she'll be leaving soon.
Yeah, they're like, she's going home, so
So when and then everybody's asking you, so when are you leaving?
yeah. What date exactly? So they seem to be okay with me innately, okay, but or
Mm,
instinctually okay with me, but like, yeah, it was different. I felt it, and when I came back to America, I felt I was like, oh, it's back. Oh, I see the way. And I was like,
mm,
is this because I know America? The problem I know knows me, I don't know. But I would say that America is without a doubt a racist country.
mhm.
And I don't hesitate and I don't pause when I say it. They need to fix it. I feel
Yeah.
people have different definitions. Okay, let's see. This is a long one. Whoa, honest, you went in. I feel people have different definitions of racism: systemic racism, individual racism, public racism. So it's difficult to even have a conversation unless you are around like minded people.
Well, you can be bigoted, but and that's people that hate other people for their color and whatever, whatever. But racism is a it has inherent power differential. So if you have the power, you can be racist. Uh, when we talk about bigoted, anybody can be bigoted. Black people don't like certain white people, and or black people don't like. There's some black people that don't like white people, or there's some Jews that don't like certain something. But that's not racism. That's being bigoted. Racism has to do with power. These people that hate you cannot deny you a job. They can't deny you, living in an apartment. That's racism. And we talk about structural racism. That's policies embedded into them oppressing you. So there's individual bigotry, and then there's racism, and then there's systematic racism.
Yeah, we learned it this year. If nothing else, we saw where, you know, brown people live, black people, disproportionately how they were affected by the virus because of where they live, because of how they were living, who was getting the vaccine
uh,
first.
and
Uh,
that the fact that they weren't taking the COVID seriously because it was predominantly uh, black and brown people getting it, dying from it. We're not getting it, but dying from it. And so it's like, oh, it's just them. you know, let's not even worry about it if they're the only people dying from it.
and we had people on the podcast that talked about structural race, like Tony, Tony Griffin.
Yeah, Tony Griffin.
Tony Griffin, who was instrumental in the Barack Obama Library in Chicago. She deals with, it's called just a
She
just
got rid of the
city.
microfiche.
The microfiche. I always wonder what the hell a microfiche.
When they had put them on those little
Those little things.
film. It's a little strip of film, microfiche. Before your time, Evelyn. That was an old school joke.
Microfiche. But she was talking about why is it she would go to places, and why certain states, why people were living where they were living. Is that on purpose?
Mhm.
Yes. Simple answer is yes.
Mm-hmm.
And how to get it done, the most important thing is to understand how many people that we have that look like us who are in her position
Mm-hmm.
is very small.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have people, when we talk about people being in the room to fix these changes, we're not actually there to fix
And
those
that's where the
changes.
power differential comes in, and the power is the racism part, is the part that you can disenfranchise people, you can oppress people because you have the power to do so.
Okay,
Did you
here
hear
we go.
about that? Like
This is a lot.
he
It's
was
almost
I
covering
think
your face.
a
Sorry.
state senator.
Oh no, that,
Individuation
that
doesn't
doesn't
necessarily
work.
require a power differential.
There we go.
Black and brown people can be racist. They can be bigoted. Racism has a power differential. D.
Yeah, they could be. Yes. Yes. The individual doesn't require a
Okay,
power.
D. All right, D. You didn't really spend no time with your nickname, did you? You didn't try to add some couple of E's to it or nothing.
And then Robin is saying Australia is multiracial, and attitudes there are extremely varied and changing, and sadly, racism on the rise there too.
It's on the rise uh in globally.
I think
Yeah,
because of the US, because of our
I
influence.
actually think that it had, well, also there's a resurgence in it in Germany. So
Yeah.
to the point, what's their governor? I mean, what's their
Oh,
Angela
Angela
Merkel?
Merkel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was coming out against it and
Yeah.
saying that they had to do other things to fight against it. But it is a rise in it because go globally, black and brown people are still, they want their freedoms.
Yeah.
I had to put this back because I didn't like the way my shoulders were looking.
Okay.
In this one, no, not that one. In this one, oh.
They look fine.
Okay. I get it. Everybody has something about themselves that, like, nah.
Well, I used to be so
Like I
ashamed.
never like to turn this way.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Scooby Doofus is going. Let's see. That definition is new. I feel I'm an older guy, and I just 10 years ago it applied to everyone. Oh, I just learned that. Okay.
Scooby Doofus, where are you from?
Yes, Scooby Doofus. Not everyone knows where you're from. We know. Do you know, Evelyn? Do you remember where
Oh, I
Scooby
don't
Doofus?
remember.
I
But
almost
I
want to
do know
say
he's
I
joined
want to
us.
say the Bronx, but I don't think it's the Bronx. I think it may be like Germany or something.
Hmm.
I'm sorry,
Mm.
Scooby Doofus. Because Scooby Doofus is on here. Baltimore.
Okay.
Sorry, Scooby Doofus.
Mhm.
I will never forget it. That's
I love you, Shaggy.
Well, we should probably get out. This was fun.
Yeah.
We should, Pat. We miss you.
I'm here.
Yeah,
Hmm. I'm here
I've been so busy. I haven't been able to
to
figure out how.
walk.
I mean, I've been going to a lot of doctor visits. I've been getting it in because of all that time not going.
Okay, I
Mm.
actually got
So,
a procedure I'm planning in July too, so it's going to be a surgery for me.
is it the colon thing?
The colon?
Are you getting your colonoscopy? Are you know, just
No,
so
no,
you
I'm
know.
I'm getting. I have fibroids, and so I want to
Oh,
get them removed. So that is a surgery, and I'll be down for I think 4 to 6 weeks. So
Mm.
so I'm trying to plan everything, get everything out the way, and then so I can lounge for 4 to 6 weeks and tell
wow.
everybody that I came back with that I terminated my pregnancy.
I forget that everyone's from different places. Like D is from Arabia, is in Arabia. So
Oh
I could
wow,
just
that's
think, like, what is your view of America? I mean, you're in Arabia.
Mm.
So, but D says, hope your surgery goes successfully.
oh I hope so too. It's always a risk, but the risk is really low.
Yes, Pat does bring a different energy. She's, smart, intelligent, funny,
Hmm.
but she also is really great on Friends Like Us, which you should be listening to.
Yeah.
If you haven't, oh, I just had him wish you surgery success again.
Oh well, that's great. I feel
I
that
had a
was really nice.
colonoscopy this week.
Oh okay.
Let
I
me tell you something about these colonoscopies. Now, I'm not going to go in too far. No pun intended. But
I don't
here's
want
the
to go
thing.
all up into it.
I want to go all up into it. But I had to find a different person to do it because there was so much like with the prep going back and forth with the pharmacy and my first doctor. And like there was a manufacturer that does a prep that apparently stopped and they couldn't fill it. And then it was going to cost me $150. And then I called our friend Jenny Saldana who helped me. And she was like, it's like Gatorade. And like, a what?
Mhm.
And so I fired that doctor. Do you know the place where I was supposed to get it done at that? They kept calling me after
they need,
after
they wanted
after
150.
Yeah.
well, that's just for the prep, the actual surgery though. You know, the colonoscopy, the screening, I should say, not surgery, but
Yeah.
they because they do put you out and you do have to like have like someone pick you up. It's an
Mhm.
outpatient thing, but still you're out, you're sedated. So I mean they kept calling me from this other hospital. They're like, you sure? And I realized after a while I was like, these people were trying to get up my butt. I am so glad. I am so glad I didn't go with them. And then in surgery in the hospital now, the other doctor, they're calling me. I'm in the gown. And the woman's like, Marina, you were supposed to have your surgery with us. No, I'm not having. I'm going in.
I feel like this has a deeper connotation to like who you are as a person. Like you don't break up with people. You don't tell them straight out. You just keep on letting them hold on. But why? I haven't seen you in a while. I've been busy. Yeah,
It
and you
felt like
really broke up with them. You started dating somebody else, and you haven't told them yet. I believe that's who you are, and
I
you
told
did
them
not tell those people that you
oh,
weren't
if you had
messing with
seen the
them no more.
call I made one day walking down the street, I said, listen, lose my number.
After how many times they called you?
They called me 3 times and I said, listen, I'm
So
not
you
playing with y'all.
after 3 times you told them that you wasn't messing with them no more, that you cut them off.
No, I called
After 3 times,
that. Well, my phone doesn't take their call. So it would go to
you
voicemail.
blocked them over you not telling them just simply, hey, I'm going with another doctor. I appreciate you not
I was
calling here anymore.
they found other numbers to get through, man. They kept coming. They kept coming, and
I
they
think
st- I,
whoever your whoever's gonna do that first colonoscopy was somebody you dated before. And they're trying to get back in your
I'm
life
gonna
through your
tell you something.
ass.
I looked on the online screen to see this doctor who was supposed to do it. It was a woman, black woman too, and she was looking like
That was her profile picture. That is actually that makes a difference because I went to ZocDoc to find a doctor, and I was going through doctors' profiles, and I'm like, I don't think these doctors understand what they look like to patients looking in. You know, I want you to look have a certain amount of seriousness. I don't want you to be smiling from cheek ear to ear because I don't take you seriously. I was like, okay, somebody needs to go in just to and call up doctors and say, hey, you need to take this profile picture again, and I'm gonna walk you through it.
I know.
I think that should be it. Somebody that should be your niche. If the photographers out there, that might be a niche for you
I
to
saw
go
someone
into.
doing their photograph outside of the hospital when I was done with my colonoscopy, and I was thinking that I was like, "Oh, I need to go over there and tell her." I was like, is a very important picture for you.
It is. It is a very important picture.
This is a really you need to get this. You need to nail it.
You
Okay.
need to nail it exactly. I was telling my therapist, my last therapist, that the reason that I got her, I said your voicemail, the sound of your voice and your message was so calming, was so soothing, that I was like, yeah, okay. And she said, really? I was like, yeah. So you need to keep that voicemail because I called literally 6 people after hours and just to listen to their voice. And she was
Yeah.
a good therapist.
Well, all my stuff when I get that good health care, I'm firing all these bitches.
Nice.
Fly Society says American healthcare sounds like a nightmare. It is.
It is.
Yeah,
It
it
absolutely is.
is.
It is.
Oh, but speaking of photographs, I realized this because I'm going online. I'm doing online dating. I'm taking it serious this time. But they said that you shouldn't use any of your photographs that you use on Instagram because people can take your photograph and upload it to like Google Images, and it comes up like your Instagram photos or
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And if you don't want them to know you yet, people can do that, and they can find you. They can find your Instagram, your Facebook, and whatever. So they say you should take pictures that are not on anything. You're not going to use them for anything other than dating.
Oh, that's important. Thank you. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
I think
Yeah.
I've already did that instinctually because I didn't want them knowing who I was.
nice.
I have a couple of in my masks, and I got someone who got mad at me. He goes, "I think that's stupid. Take the mask off." I was like, "Yeah."
No, because actually, like, this is what I care about. I care about safety, so you need to
But
know
he
who
Yeah.
I
just
am right
answered.
now.
He just
Yeah.
answered me. He just told me about
you
himself.
just
So.
you just told on yourself exactly.
Yep. You just told
You
me
just
you know.
eliminated yourself as a
Yeah.
candidate.
I was like, you just told me this was a good idea, actually.
Exactly.
So, well,
Yeah,
Pat.
I'm
Go
taking
ahead.
3 different pictures.
Oh. We got to get out, but we got Pat is online dating. Okay. Is she accepting resumes?
I don't
Oh.
know what Honest FM is. That is that FM for female or is that FM for
What is she looking
frequency
for?
FM radio station? I'm looking for a girl. Um,
Oh, male.
oh, sorry. Although
Ooh.
this is the joke that I've been telling on stage. I said I haven't had sex since May 2020, and so I have no standards right now. So I'm dating anybody. I'm looking at anybody. I said I'm gay and I'm looking at dudes, and I'm like, oh, okay, he got nice breasts.
I love it. I love it.
That's funny.
I know. I identify as single. That's what I'm saying on stage. And I would love to have my parade or march. Where's my goddamn part? March. Single
Mhm.
ladies, huh? Because I've
Yeah.
been single forever. And this is not me. And I want
Is
everyone
single
to know.
meaning not dating or dating? But you have been dating, right? You have had.
No, I thought I was, but no.
If you thought you were, then you were dating.
No, I
You just
wasn't.
thought it
I
was,
was
you know.
not. I found out it was a friendship.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah. But it's fine. I mean, like I just
You just
I
found a friend.
listen.
You just have an extra friend that you didn't know. You
Yeah,
had.
I found an extra friend I didn't know about. That is so funny. Oh, okay.
That's so hilarious.
I'll add you to the friend group.
Yeah.
Sure. Who are you over. I'll throw you over into the friend pile.
You are in the friend pile.
But no, I'm
uh,
cool with being single. Actually, I'm thinking I pretty much was fine during the pandemic by myself. I really liked it. So I'm not sure if it's the way I want to be, or like I'm kind of thinking this is maybe who I am. I'm starting to realize it. I'm like, it's
you
very
know what?
possible.
I think my mother lit a fire up under me because I feel like my mother just knows me, and she said to me, "So Patricia, you think you're gonna find somebody? You're gonna be with somebody?" And I was and my mother has dementia, but I feel like a lot of times she says things to me. She's saying things out of fear, or she doesn't want to leave this earth without me knowing that I have somebody. And I was like,
Um,
and she knows my personality. That she knows that I'm I'm better when I'm cohabitating, when I have a supportive partner.
yeah, yeah. That's it. That you do have to kind of know yourself and what. Like I did, I had someone say that to me. Like it's in the Bible that you should be with someone. They said that to me, and I was like, well, the
That is
Bible does not dictate that you and I need to be together. But all right, sure. But
I
oh,
gotta go. My soup is my soup buzzer is going off.
we all have to go. I love you, Pat Brown. Thank you so much for joining us.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Evelyn. It's good
Yeah,
to
it's
talk
nice
to
to you
you.
too.
Stay on for a second,
I've been
Evelyn.
seeing your name forever. Now I can put a face with a
Yeah,
name.
exactly.
It's all right. I thought you were a headless being.
Sometimes
Well,
I am.
Well, I really want to thank all of you for joining us today on this Friends Like Us live chat. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to Friends Like Us podcast. We're available on all platforms. You can go to the link tree that is scrolling underneath and is in the description, and check out Pat Brown. Pat Brown, where can they listen to you and where can they find
They can
you?
find me on Instagram where I do little videos and I do little sketches. So please find me on Instagram at patbrownshow.com. Pat Brown Show. Pat Brown Show on Instagram.
And Evelyn?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Evelyn G. Frick. Yeah, and also Instagram at Frix, FRIX _ and also follow Friends Like Us on social media.
Yeah, and Marina Franklin. I got my new website up at marinafranklin.com. All right. And if you haven't yet, check out um hyster her yeah, hysterical. It's on Hulu.
Is
And
it
I'm in it.
is it hysterical or hysterical?
Hysterical.
Yes.
Yes. And still wash your hands, still, get vaccinated if you're not vaccinated. Um think about others and remember, yeah, America is a racist country.
And do the Pfizer vaccine because if you don't do that one, everybody think you're poor.
Yes, and we love you. Black Lives Matter, bitches.